player. Spawning in the bottom position, we have our green Zerg from Frenetic Array. It is Wally.
Yep, and his opponent, sorry, I was getting blamed for lag. I'm pretty sure it's not me, though. In the top left-hand corner of the map, the orange Protoss from Silicon Esports, it is Pezz.
How can we forget Pezz? Alright, the first... doesn't look like there's any funny tempos coming out of Wally as that Overlord is on the way. Pezz just going for his standard gateway expand. I know he loves that as well, as most Protossers do these days.
Yep. Wally, though, unfortunately, not going to scout Pezz first. Is going to get him second with this Overlord. Whether he decides to drone scout, obviously up to him. Yeah, as you said, that pylon placement, pretty standard. It's not at the front, so we can't confirm whether it's going to be Forge or Gate. Yeah, it looked like it is going to be Gate, which is understandable. As I said, third base, you know, it's very open. There's a lot of different attack paths into it. And it's a long way between your natural and your third. Either third. Like, there's obviously two choices of third base here. But I suppose once you get up to third, it's pretty easy to then get up to 4, possibly even 5. So
yeah, even Pezz is checking out this upper right base first as well. So just it's going to be a little on both players finding each other there. I wonder if Wally will trick himself here with that probe coming back down the ramp and catching that probe.
He might, but I don't think he's going to catch the probe. However, Wally is going to go 3 hatch before pull here. He's already got the third drone moving out.
Oh, he does too.
What location is he going to take? Because he hasn't scouted anything yet.
Well, it looks like he's taken the one that's favoured to him. And that's going to turn out well. Yeah, Pezz making his way down now with the probe. He will probably figure out pretty quickly it is a 3 hatch before pull. And Pezz basically your blind counter to the gateway expand, I guess. So hopefully Wally can capitalise it. I mean, it's not heavily countered, but like, I mean, Pezz can obviously turn it around into like a bit of a 4-gate zealot pressure and try and force Wally behind.
He's only got 1 gas. This is extremely key when kind of wanting to pressure early. I mean, he might go completely different, might just go, you know, a fast third Nexus himself. Who knows? But either way, he's definitely got the capability to be able to pressure this hard. With the 3 hatch, if you go double gas, for instance, your 4-gate is, you know, your 4-gate pressure is a little delayed. We can see Pezz hasn't yet checked. Actually, doesn't look like he's going to check at all. That other third base down the corner there.
He's heading over now to have a look.
Oh, going now. Okay, cool. So yeah, he will know that it's 3 hatch, and we'll have to see what his reaction is. And he might drop a gas, drop a Stargate, which I doubt. Might drop 3 gates, which I think, or he might drop a third Nex.
Yeah, kind of fast one, but he's adding some gateways to the front of the wall here. I mean, that's pretty standard. As he's another one. Will he check on the 4th here?
He's got
he hasn't got.
There's going to be 4 gates. Most definitely.
Yep.
This is like I was saying at the start. This is probably the best way to deal with this. You want to just not let the Zerg drone up to 66.
Yep. And
then just kick your butt. This is good. You know, Zealot Mothership Core already going out. Probe's already got the proxy pylon going down. We see Chrono Boost going to Cyber Core. Yeah. The gates are perfectly timed. This is going to be a really nice bit of pressure here by Pezz.
Oh, and Wally scouts those gates, actually. Wally scouts the gates, so what's he going to start spilling out? He's got his Roach Warrant on the way now. And he's going to find this proxy pylon. Yeah.
It's too late. Zealots are going to be up very shortly. Pezz does not need another proxy down here. He will be able to hold that single proxy. He probably won't even lose all its shields. Spine going down now for Wally, but first warp in is just about to happen.
Yep.
This is going to be a tough hold.
Yep, 3 zealots coming in. Not quite 4 yet. He does have the money for the 4th. I'm not sure where that one is.
He just needs to get in there.
There he is.
Now, you can see Wally saving lava. He wants to make roaches. As soon as that roach warren finishes, he wants to make roaches. And you see 6 on the lane. But he's going to lose this base before those roaches actually get there. You can see 2 here at the... oh, this is nice.
He's dancing around nicely though, He's dancing around nicely. He's actually delaying the death of this hatch. And the roaches are getting very, very close to spawning. But there is so many zealots here now, and they can just kind of right-click that hatch. And then it'll go down fairly quickly.
Oh, he might get a surround on the roaches here.
Oh, the Queen's trying so hard to get this Mothership Core. Are they going to get it? He's got transfuses available, but he doesn't quite use it, but he still kills that Mothership Core, and now these Zealots are out on their own here. And
the issue is
on the creek.
Zealots and Zerg units. 7 more roaches on the way. Like, this has already done the damage from Pezz. If we check the workers, it's 31 to 28 here. And, you know, another 7 roaches on the way for Wally. This pressure has done exactly what Pezz wanted. It's allowed him to get his eagle on lead. I still think he could have maybe taken down the hatch. But either way, he's forcing more units out of Wally than Wally really wanted to be making at this stage of the game. So fully expect another 2-base timing to come out of Pezz. We can see the Forge going down. No tech just yet. Nice little hallucinate. I was waiting for him to do that. We'll take out this Overlord. Unfortunately, though, how's he? Yep, so here comes the Stargate. So we're going to see Stargate-centric play, but he now has no force fields available. And Wally has the potential to do a bit of damage on the counter here. Yeah, so I'm not sure about that hallucinate anymore.
There's that one pylon kind of just sitting there powering all 4 of those buildings too. You can't quite get in that range.
Nice force field.
Yeah, very nice. Like I say, Ramp, he does pick up a couple of Zealots. There's just Stalkers there now. He isn't making any more units. He's just trying to do as much little damage as he can. Is he going to pick off this one gateway? No, he's going to be forced back. As you're saying, 2 Stargates coming down here from Pezz.
Love it.
Is this going to be double Oracle?
I think it might be a double Void.
Double Void?
I think this might be a Void Ray build.
Yeah, because I've seen
anyway.
when I see Probe throw down those 2 Stargates, usually he sometimes does this build where he has like 4 or 5 oracles and he just runs across the map and just there we go. And he's gonna just run across the map. If Wally doesn't scout this Stargate, which he's on his way in to do now, it could become very, very problematic. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to see this Stargate because there's 3 Stalkers there ready to block this Overlord. Let's check out that vision for this Overlord before it goes down. No, he does not see it at all. And 2 Oracles about to pop out with probably another 2 in production behind it.
Yep, Chrono boosting out. He wants to get them out ASAP. I'm actually not familiar with this build, and I like it. I like it. He did snipe. Did he snipe both Queens down? I think he did. So if we check the units tab, 3 Queens out is not going to be enough for 4 Oracles. Nowhere near. But we see a Roach coming in here. I mean, the Mothership Core coming out to the front there really signals the end for this Roach pressure.
Yep.
For the simple fact that it's a tiny choke. With Stalkers, you can just whittle everything down and take no damage for a lot of free units. But we see Wally in the meantime, more roaches, upgrades, roach speed, all that good jazz.
Yeah.
And looks like Pezz wants to take a 3rd.
This is actually still really scary for Wally. He has not seen the main. These Oracles are going to go past an Overlord, so he does see these Oracles on the way. He's got 10 roaches on production. He doesn't have any anti-air. There we go. He's throwing down the Spore Crawlers, but 3 Spores is not enough. 1 in each mineral line. He's going to the main where there's actually nothing, and the drones have to escape ASAP as they all power up, trying to do what they can. This Queen is a goner, and that just gets absolutely deleted as he moves down to the natural. He's even focusing roaches right now. He needs to get on top of this next Queen, which he does, and that's going to just go down as the Spores finish. The battle chase him away for now. There's Spores coming up in the main. They're just about to finish as well.
Engagement.
And he's over the 3rd with these roaches, but there's not really many units here for our Protoss, and he could lose his 3rd base.
Oracle's going down in the main.
Yeah, Miss Micro coming down.
I think this counter from Wally has really done well.
Yeah, this 3rd base is definitely going to get cancelled. There's no units here. There's so many roaches here for Wally right now. There's some Void Rays though. But that's a lot of roaches for those Void Rays to try and pick off, and that 3rd base goes down. I'm not sure if that was even cancelled right now, as the Oracles are still kind of just dancing around there on no energy at the moment to do anything. So now the roaches are just going to try and run up and try and bust through this front door. There are force fields there on these sentries. And is he going to commit to it? No, he's just going to dance around, look around, see what he can do. The Oracles have got a little bit of energy now, so they're going to try and poke in once again, but there is double Spore Crawlers down at that 3rd base. He's going to lose this Queen though. It's a little bit unfortunate for him.
He has to target the hatch here. If he wanted to, he could get that hatch down pretty low, and especially the follow-up for this, where he's got, he's got 3 Voids out now. With the 3 Voids and the Oracles, all the Queens are dead on the map. Once he cleans up this Roach counter, which he definitely will, he's got the potential to just snipe bases. Spores can't protect those hatches from all angles with this amount of Voids out. So here we go. He's going to send in the Voids. I mean, he's going to be able to deny this base, but it's going to cost him units to simply deny it.
Yeah.
It's not really something he really wants to be doing.
Yeah, pretty nice time ward there. Let's a few of the roaches go down pretty quickly to those Void Rays. They are charged up, so obviously that bonus damage against the armoured units goes into play there, and now they're just going to run away, but they can't really run out of vision from the Protoss right now, especially with those Oracles. He does have Hydralisk ready to go, as his first few are now in production. He's getting the Groove Spines and the +2 upgrade, which is pretty good because there's really no splash damage here for AoE coming out from Pezz right now.
That's not a major deal for Pezz. He's got charge lots on the way. Charge is a really good upgrade for dealing with you know, a Hydralisk kind of bull. Charge lot Archon is fantastic in that sense.
Yep.
So Pezz, you know, already knew this Hydra switch was coming. For him to get a Robo, you know, Colossal and all that jazz would have taken him far too long. He's going to get a once again, but he's going to lose a lot of roaches for this.
Oh, good time warp there on the escape, and the Void Rays get on top of him. Some good force fields as well. More roaches going down than what Wally needed. And he misrallies and walks straight back into the Protoss, grinder of Zealots and a Void Rays, and he just loses so much there. But now the Hydras are starting to go up in count. He's still got roaches there to tank. Yeah, and the 4th base also coming down. And there's the Templar Archives there for that Archon Storm kind of deal to deal with those Hydras when they come in. Now the Oracles have got enough energy to actually deal with these roaches, and that's what they're doing.
Oh yeah, and you know, Wally, he got a snipe on the base there. It cost Pezz 400 minerals, but Wally at the same time lost probably 10, 12 roaches. Gonna get 2 Oracles. Nice pick off there by Wally.
But the Hydras have been shown for sure now, and yeah, we'll probably see some more splash. Probably see Storm get reset straight away when that Templar Archives finished. Actually, did that finish, or did he just cancel it?
No, it finished. It finished.
Yep.
It's done. Now, I talked earlier about this map being hard for the pros to take a third, but what Pezz has basically done is gone to that old style of Charge Lot Archon Void with Storm, and this wants a lot of surface area. Charge lots, of course, the bigger the surface area, the more damage they do. So this will actually work in Pezz's favour, this map design. So it's really an intelligent choice of build by him to kind of choose something that will work for the map and not go to, you know, a more standard center pressure. You see, adding gates on now. You know, if Wally tries to do a big bust, it's not going to go well for him. Well and truly, it's going to be a pretty, I'm not going to say easy, but it will be should be a reasonably safe hold from Pezz.
Well, he's about to max out though, and he's going to move across the map with this +1 carapace timing. I believe he actually loses an overlord there somewhere, so that's going to hinder that for a little bit. 3 more overlords coming out there, but he's going to move out. He's got a lot of roaches and a lot more roaches on the way. If he waits for all of this, he's going to have a very strong army, and he's going to go in for a tech switch after this. He's got the Spire coming down. He's actually got a pretty good army to take on the army of Pezz here right now. There's no Storm. He's got Archons.
Yeah, I think you're really underestimating Pezz's composition.
He's still got a really strong composition, but I still like Wally's. If he can trade.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Archon's in the front, and now the Hydra's in the back doing the DPS, but the Chargelot's getting right up on top of the roaches there and doing what they can. But the roaches are tanking pretty well. The Hydralisk is starting to fly down because of those Void Rays. Respect them, as I mean, the roaches are doing alright with the ground army, but there's really nothing left to defend against the air, and we're going to see that Hydralisk remax. 18 on the way. The Spire is getting close to finish as well, and yeah, Wally. I mean, he traded the ground army. He traded the...
Yeah, that's how that works.
I mean, he traded basically most of his army for the ground units there of Pezz, but he still comes out with such a huge supply lead, and the Oracle actually is still kind of poking around, does a little bit of damage, and then just throws down that Envision. And
so this is the really important push from Wally here. He may have enough. I'm not entirely sure. It's going to be close again. You can see him maxed out. Pezz, you know, 10, 15 supply down on last time, but if this doesn't work for Wally, actually, really interesting is that Pezz's Storm should be done by now. This would have been the real key in holding this attack, because it's mainly Hydralisk. Unfortunately, he's still got another 50 seconds on that. The one model also not going to be helpful. Oh, this is going to be a tight hold, actually. The previous hold. Oh, actually, these boys ripping through roaches.
Yeah, the Hydralisk actually getting a pretty good trade there, as not many of them went down the initial engagement. And there we go, he's waiting for that charge, and the charge goes away from the Void Rays, and now the Hydralisk are going to dominate those air units, and all the Void Rays are starting to go down. Pezz under 100 supply and a GG. Wally trades very well in the first engagement, remaxes very nicely, and takes the game with that follow-up push.